Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In case you haven't subscribed yet, please do so if you like my content. And I really hope you're gonna enjoy this video as much as I think I will, because I've kind of been thinking about making this video for the last 2-3 weeks. I was like, well, people are gonna be interested in it or not. I was like, and then I was talking with my partner and he was like, you should 100% do this. So yeah, let's talk about the new Resident Evil, The Village, and especially about a certain character in the game, which is Elena Dimitrescu, and the whole craziness with her, basically. So basically, when Capcom launched the new trailer and the demo for the forthcoming, well, now released video game Resident Evil Village, little did they know that they accidentally created a character that is gonna become a massive meme in both gaming and non-gaming society community. Men have literally been obsessing over Lady Dimitrescu, and I have witnessed even some of my male friends, like before I even knew that the demo was out, on Facebook, like literally going crazy for her and writing stuff like, oh please lady, step on me, and I want you as my mommy. And I have never ever identified them as submissive in any way. And I have talked with some of the guys that said they had like zero reaction. Even if you don't react like truly submissive, there is something nerve-wracking about this gigantic woman trying to kill you. Like, we can talk about her height, but we can also talk about her body type. Unfortunately, the world has been bombarded with the same type of a girl in the last 50+ years, and that's like a really skinny Barbie girl type. Just to make clear, I am a fan of all kinds of bodies, so I'm not saying here what is good or bad, but rarely do you see a woman with real curves in the front lines. How sexy and beautiful it is, and I knew that it is, but it's something that you really have to look for, that you have to look for online rather than being bombarded with the same type of the body. Dimitrescu's curved body wrapped in a tight white dress with like Marilyn Monroe makeup style is something that we don't see really often. Like, the last time that we actually saw something like that was the actual Marilyn Monroe. And now think about it, she has been proclaimed one of the most beautiful women in the world, and she wasn't a really skinny type. So basically, Lady Dimitrescu is much taller than you, much curvier, and very dominant and aggressive. She is a woman with determination, and you need to have balls to stand up to her. In a society that is promoting women as a weaker sex, this is something you don't really see frequently. And if we mention Freud here and his fascination with two essential impulses, which is Eros and Thanatos, or love and death, he firmly believed that these two impulses have been shaping our libido, and tapping back into that energy can be very seductive. So a woman that kind of like you feel attracted to, but she also wants to kill you. It's a weird combination of things, and I think in our brain that all gets mixed up, and it's the same that we have with the vampires, basically. On the other hand, men tend to hide that kind of fascination because it's not very really masculine, right? Or what we think that masculinity should be. But it's also very emotionally relaxing to give in to someone that can overpower you, being that a woman or a man. When we were children, our mother was the source of either pleasure or frustration for us. In a way, she was the person responsible for either making us satisfied or frustrated. Obviously, when you were like 6 months old, you can't really feed yourself, or you can't change your diapers, and mom has to do all that for you. You can't even communicate your feelings or wishes. So she needs to recognize these things. For a child, that must be very scary. But if a mother is good at reading your needs, it's a satisfying place to be. But if she's not, it's a very scary one. Things like these would explain really good our obsessions with creatures like vampires, as her daughters were adored as well by many men. The ones that didn't kind of go for Lady Dimitrescu, which is funny. But there is a thin line between attraction and danger, and somehow we love to have it all together. It's very adventurous, right? We can also talk about how a lot of powerful men have the need to be dominated, so just they can relax for a bit and put aside all the responsibilities they have in their day at work or whatever. And this trend has become very popular in Japan, and it makes sense. We can also talk about the burden of masculinity in society and why men have to suppress their wishes to just not be in charge all the time. However, what would other people say about that? Video games have been the world to escape to for a lot of men, a world where anything is possible. You can be in front of your screen and have every and any fantasy possible. Women don't understand that because we can enjoy a larger spectrum of emotions without being judged because we are a weaker sex. Men, on the other hand, tend to experience a lot of stuff in solitude where they feel they won't be judged by anyone. I'm always fascinated how movie or video game characters tend to unintentionally leave a huge impact on us. We have seen it with a lot of other male characters like Christian Grey, or Khal Drogo, that has become a lot of females' dream man. But we rarely see it with women because female bodies have been all over the place, on the screens, on the posters, wherever you look around, but not the one like Lady Dimitrescu, not a dangerous, curvy, really tall woman. And it seems like the world needs more of that. We need variety. It's like we tend to believe that all men are gonna go for the same woman or all women are gonna go for the same man, but it's never like that. You can see like that if it was like that, it would be like 20% of couples in the world and everyone else will be single. So we are attracted to different kinds of stuff, and it's the way that it should be. Me personally, looking at her body, she didn't really scare me, like, or she gave me something. It's weird. I thought I'm gonna have a bigger reaction because, but then on the other hand, she's so much not what my mother was. My mother was a very submissive and kind of like, you know, short and soft woman. So, you know, meeting someone like her, even in the video game, I was just like, get away. I don't feel any kind of attraction to her. But I really like her daughters. So Capcom, damn you, you really had something for everybody. What do you guys think? I really am curious. Like, I was going around and asking all my male friends what did they think about the character. So I had to catch the ones that actually played the video game. The ones that didn't, I showed them clips, but it's not the same. It's not the same experience as actually being in the game and being there in front of her. And I really love the dynamics, how they did them in the game, so you really feel small when approaching her. So I'm really curious what you guys think about it and how did you like my approach to the character. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.